Okay, so today we're reacting to 6 people with autism versus 1 fake. Bro, at this point, I don't know what the hell to expect to watch from Jubilee, bro. These guys, they're just bringing in anything. But yeah, let's just get straight in.
I can't choose any of you guys to be the mole.
This is gonna be the hardest
even me
thing.
myself, it's like I think I'm the mole, honestly.
We brought 7 people with autism. They don't look autistic. Maybe her a little bit, but one of them does not have autism. So how do you like act like you have
talk about
autism?
our disabilities.
I prefer disorder.
Because not gonna lie, bro,
yeah.
I thought like
I was
when you have
diagnosed
autism, you're
in
like
middle school, and then
something
I
like that.
transitioned to a school for people on the spectrum. Once I graduated middle school and went to that school, I kind of really enjoyed where I was at and everything. This is really hard because there's like so many eyes on me already. It's just taken a while to accept that I have an
Autism,
disorder.
like.
There's people who
So what
I've
is
met
autism?
myself who say you have autism. And my family would be like, did you tell him you have did you tell him you have a disability? No, I don't think I need to. But reality, it really does help to know that I do have autism.
They first suspected
what's
me
autism?
of being autistic when I was 5, but they hesitated to diagnose me because I was too intelligent.
I mean, that's a compliment right there, being too intelligent.
Okay, maybe
I
she's
feel like in some ways with a little bit of an insult.
Yeah,
I was
she's
diagnosed at
autistic.
the age of 2. I don't see it as a disorder or a disability.
Okay, give me a sec. Let me search what autism is. I'll be back in a second, guys. Okay, so it says finding it hard to understand what others are thinking or feeling. Okay, I thought it was like a disease that can kill you, but it looks like autism is like not that bad. So okay, I thought autism was I overestimated autism. It doesn't seem like it's crazy. Okay, maybe you could go with faking autism. I think you
Because
could.
I don't
let's
see my autism as something that's negatively affected my life, because like I like who I am, I like the way I think, and I don't want to change a single thing about myself.
Honestly, like being here is like we have to. Oh, go ahead, Amanda. Sorry, I've spoken so.
I personally see autism as a disability. I have a master's in disability studies. The medical model of disability inherently says
Oh, yeah,
that
she's
autism and any other
autistic.
disability
She's
is
autistic
within our
for
own
sure.
fault, and that we are the cause of the disability.
Imagine
But
if she
social
just
model
has
of
a speech
disability
impediment and I was
says
just
that
being-
society is the cause of the disability. So autism is a disability because society is made for me. That disability comes from without, not within. I grew up autistic and deaf, and I grew up feeling like I was such an outcast,
deaf,
and
like you
you know,
can't
and
hear?
I was the odd one out. Oh hey, I just used to
Odd
be able
one
to-
out. Haha, that's funny.
I was diagnosed
Wait, I thought she
when I
can't-
was
she
4
can't
years
hear?
old, and it's it's always been a difficult process for me, like basically growing up, going to school and everything, know that people don't perceive me as this normal guy. So I figure if I'm going to be this autistic person, like might as well be the best autistic person that I can be. I always
Preach!
Yeah, I mean I always try my best to excel in school. Always tend to
Jesus,
be,
I'm
like, the
I'm trying not to
smart
like
kid in school.
get
That's the whole stereotype.
I would
like,
consider
crazy
myself a
with
late
this.
bloomer. I was diagnosed at the age of 22. I went most of my life always knowing that there's something
How the hell do you
different about me.
Bro, okay, I'm not saying all these people don't have autism, but like I wouldn't want to, I don't think I'm gonna have autism, but like, so how do you know you're like diagnosed? Because I thought like no offense type stuff, but like I thought, when you're autistic, you're born, those people that are like the autistic kids, they're the ones that like that actually have like autistic tendencies. They're like, the way they move, you see like out of nowhere, you see they start like movements like like I don't know, bro. That's the type of autism I thought autism was, that like they start like stuff going through their heads and like they're screaming. I thought that was autism. But then I see these normal people, they're like, I got diagnosed with autism. Like, what the hell? And then the definition says it just changes how someone thinks and feels. So it's kind of weird. I'm not a scientist here, but I know
I couldn't put my
it's
finger on it.
strange.
The reason why I
22.
only got diagnosed this year was because I recently moved to a large metropolitan area that has many resources, and so that was one of the best decisions I've ever
So
made
what
in
if
my
you
life
don't?
because
What if you don't
I have
know you're
access to
autistic and you're just
therapy,
like
and
chilling?
I was finally able to
It
get an
wouldn't
answer
affect
that
you,
I
I'm
was always
guessing,
looking
right?
for.
I feel like these
really
people put
struggled to fit
themselves in a
in.
bracket. You
I
feel
really
me?
struggled to be able to come up with the right words to get other kids to want to talk to me. And so I stood out pretty badly, and that
Jeez,
continued
I'm
throughout
invisible,
my entire
bro.
time in grade school. I remember first
You can't
feeling
see
what
me.
depression was when I was around 6.
So when I was in university, they make us do these
Wait, but she was 22
psychological
and she
studies because I was
just
studying
got
psychology.
diagnosed.
And they have different things you can apply for. And I noticed one of them was they were studying autism in women, specifically like people who are older. So I applied, and that was how I got my diagnosis, which was like, I was 21 then. My wife and like one of my friends are actually the only people that
Wife?
know I've been diagnosed. So surprise family or friends, anyone who's watching. It was like an eye opener. It was kind of
I
bittersweet.
feel like
It was
she's not autistic, honestly.
I'm happy now. I have answers to all things that were going on before that I
So
thought there
wait.
was
So okay, you know you're diagnosed with autism. How does that change your life? It doesn't change your life. You're already like 21. You have a wife. How does that like honestly? I hope I don't get a lot of hate from saying this, but like when you're like, if I was, let's say I'm like 30, I'm living my best life, this and this, then I see like a survey and or like a little test. They're like, oh, we're testing to see if you have this mental disability. You go and take it, and they're like, oh, you have autism, and you've been living your life, you're chilling, and now that just puts a barrier on you. It just puts a barrier again in front of you because you're like, oh, it must be because I'm autistic. That's why this and this is happening. Most of these people seem normal except that lady with the lisp.
something wrong with me.
There is nothing wrong with you, okay? You're amazing.
I agree.
At
with
least
that.
they're
I
nice
agree.
about it.
I agree now.
So who's the fake guy?
Yeah, I was diagnosed with when I was a child, but I didn't know I was autistic because, I mean, as a 2, 3, 4-year-old, I mean, I don't know how one even knows what's supposed to be up with them. So it's definitely hard to speak in a group situation because I can never tell the rules of like how to, like when to talk and when to speak up. It's kind of like just jumping in like right when you're kind of
I
feeling like it.
actually I
Plus,
just
I've
forgot,
also
but I
lost a lot
have
of my childhood
I had an
memories from
autistic
trauma.
friend.
And,
His
so I
name
lived my
was
whole life
Jojo,
just
bro. That guy
wondering
was so
why I
funny.
couldn't connect to people.
I missed that
and
guy.
understand each other.
I missed that
Can I ask
dude.
you guys a questions
Bro,
about?
they're
like,
actually pretty normal,
what are
like, for the
stimulation-
most part.
stimulants? Like, do you guys like?
I mean,
chew
the
gum,
ones
or
I
do you
was
guys,
with,
like,
at least.
have anything that you guys?
These guys
do
seem more normal than
specifically to
me.
like keep you guys calm or keep you guys. Go ahead, Amanda.
The color pink.
The color pink.
Nice.
Okay.
It's
You're
my
very pink right
favorite
there.
color in the whole world. My whole room is pink. At home, my bed is pink, my bedspread is
It's like
pink,
a
my
kid.
pillows are pink, and my rug is pink, and my carpet is pink. I even have a framed pink picture of my, and most of my clothes are
Imagine
pink.
if
I
that's
love
the
pink. It's
imposter,
best
bro.
color in the
I'd
whole
be
world.
shocked.
Okay. I've
I
never
love,
heard
I love
color.
blue too.
I like blue too, but pink is better.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it's subjective.
How do you guys feel about the term high functioning?
I don't like that
I
term
didn't
at
really
all.
think about it too much.
Refers to
I don't think I
individual
think
with
about it
minimal
either.
support
Autism is
needs.
too much of a
Not a diagnosis or
spectrum.
official
So many people
term.
with autism have so many different experiences.
I can't choose any of you guys to be the mole.
This is gonna be the hardest
Even me
thing.
myself, like it's like I think I'm the mole. Honestly, like
Like how they were like, try to find the mole, and we're like, maybe there's none. There's no
Just go.
Even the person who's neurotypical might just be an undiagnosed autistic.
Yeah.
You never know that. You never know about
So
that.
everybody has autism
Like,
is
damn,
what I'm
all
getting
this
from
relates.
this.
Wait a second. Hold on.
The mole might not be neurotypical. Just because someone doesn't have autism doesn't mean the mole could have like ADHD or OCD.
Yeah, bro, watch
anxiety.
out. Watch out, because these moles, once they get like, once they win their cash prize, they always come back and say, oh, actually, I haven't, recently I've been blah, 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 blah. Maybe I'm autistic too, this percent. And they just bring out some like insane reason why, like, just say you won, like you're a normal person, like fair and square. All these guys are normal. It's really because like, if autism, like, I wonder how you like feel. Does it make? I mean, does that mean people with social anxiety are autistic? Because if that's the case, then a lot of people are autistic. Because I feel like that term is just so broad. Like, what term would you categorize these guys in? This is like the normal type of autism, I guess. And then there's like, I feel like it should be in like subcategories. There's like level 1, where you're just like, okay, you're chilling, I guess. You're a little awkward. Level 2, and then level 4, level 3 and 4 is like you need support, that type of stuff. Man, I feel like I'm being mean. Am I being mean? I'm just saying what's
Could
on
be
my mind.
overlapping the symptoms
I just never understood.
that could be associated with autism as well.
My kid has a genetic condition that is not autism, but does manifest behaviorally and neurologically in many ways that are similar to autism. So when people interact with my kid, they often see an autistic child, but my kid isn't autistic.
Does autism
So
run in
what?
any of your guys' family?
I realized I was autistic because my little half brother, he's 5 years old. Well, I guess he's 7 now. Whoops, I don't know his age. But like, I see him, I'm like, wasn't I like that when I was a kid? My mom was like, yeah, because we thought you're autistic too. I was like, what?
And I just found out that my youngest nephew was just recently diagnosed with autism as well. So, but luckily he had an uncle who already experienced everything that he's going to experience, and I can and I can be a mentor towards him.
Yeah, my dad is an undiagnosed autistic. Sorry, Dad.
How do you know that?
Do you ever
How
like
do you
wake
know?
up and feel like you're not autistic and like, or like you have a disability? You're like, this is just me. Like,
Yes.
I have a
feel that
disability.
way.
It's called masking.
I
These guys
think
seem
I
normal.
could be seen as neurotypical passing sometimes because I try to hide as much symptoms as possible because I was trained to do so at a very early age.
People that don't have experience with others who have autism, they expect it to stand out, and that's not always the case. You know, I mean, we all look like humans.
I think you can blame that partly on.
So when are they gonna vote out the mole?
We don't really have good representation of us.
No, we don't.
What that movie with Dustin Hoffman, Rain Man, where you being on the spectrum.
So, man, I'm kinda
you're
confused
good at
about
gambling. I wish I
autism,
was
bro.
good at gambling or something.
None of them have the same experiences that I do. So there's no way to have pinpointed, oh, this person is more quiet, this person is more socially awkward. There's no way to tell who was autistic or not.
On the count of 3, we'll
Bro, I'm not really a special guy. I mean, like a specialized guy in telling like who's autistic and who's not. All these people look normal to me, and honestly, there's 5 of them that have autism, and 1 person that's a fake. Let's see who the fake is, bro. Man, I'm about to lose my mind right
all
now.
please raise their hand.
They didn't
1,
even guess anyone.
2, 3.
Yeah, I knew that, dude.
Seen that coming.
I saw that
Totally
coming.
didn't see that coming.
I saw that coming, bro. Like,
I was like, no,
22
no, it
and
cannot be
you're-
her. It can't be her.
dude, I knew she was the mole, bro. You're 22 and you just got diagnosed with autism. Like, you're living your life, the best life, then you're suddenly autistic. Like, how does that happen? Like, and autism, I feel like I misunderstood the whole thing because I used to think you'd be like, you're just not there mentally at all. But all these guys seemed there. And the girl, bro, she was like, I don't know, she was just saying stuff, man. I could have faked being autistic if I went here. I just I don't know, act how you like. These guys don't portray your average autistic kid either. Like, the average autistic kid is like I don't know, bro, not like this.
Never would have guessed.
I actually didn't lie about anything. I just flipped out autism with FASD, and it stands for fetal alcohol.
Bruh, I knew she was gonna
exposed to
like.
alcohol when I was inside my mom in the womb for the first 5 months.
So it was her mom's fault.
And you can kind of think of FAS.
Bro, honestly, man, I feel like if I went to get like a diagnosis, or like, there's a lot of people that are like, you're just chilling, bro. If you went to get a diagnosis, you'd come out autistic. And bro, their tests don't really work all the time, but there's just like, you could look at a person and just say you're autistic. Like, it's just so, I don't know, was that even that probably came out wrong. But there's like, you just look at some people, you're like, that person looks like they're autistic. It's just the way they're moving and all that. Like, hopefully I don't get in trouble for this one. I was just saying what I felt. I don't really know that much. I even have to Google the definition. But yeah, see you next time.